Hey everybody, this is Colin Hackman with Go Time and the Steve Haydu Low Tide Run. Grateful to have you on board for another year and what's one of our most favorite traditions in Carolina Beach. This quick video will get you through everything that you need to know to make sure that race day operates smoothly for you. And most importantly, I want to thank you for being part of this event. The Low Tide Run raises money for local cancer warriors. It's one of the most awesome events that we're a part of, and I'm excited to make sure that your race day goes smoothly. I wanted to take you to the hub of all information, and that, of course, is our website. You can find this by going to the lowtiderun.org, or you can go search this through the Run sign up page. Lowtiderun.org will take you here. Then you can click to register on the main screen, or you can go to the Low Tide Run homepage on Run Sign Up, and we'll get everything that you need to know. In the sources up here at the beginning, you'll see the schedule. That's where all of the information is as far as addresses. Of course, this is being recorded as packet pickup goes on at the Flying Machine Thursday night. Friday is a very busy packet pickup. That's happening at Good Hops. That's on Harper Ave there in Carolina Beach near the state park. If you cannot make it to a packet pickup, that's okay. We will have on-site packet pickup at 7 a.m. at the start and finish line. However, we do recommend people get their packets as early as possible to avoid any race day lines and any added stress that you might have. We have some really cool things that are happening on race day. This is a condensed schedule, just shows you when registration starts, when the 10K starts, and when the 5K starts. But we are having some really fun community moments. One thing that makes the Low Tide Run special is that it is truly local and organic. So at 7:45, we actually are taking our survivor and fighter photo. So if you are a person that has had a cancer diagnosis and you are fighting the good fight at 7:45, we ask you to join us at the starting line so we can get a pic for all of the people, whether you've been a benefactor of the Low Tide Run or not. If cancer is a part of your story, we'd love to see you kicking cancer's butt at the starting line at 7:45 for some powerful moments there on race morning. We also have a warm-up with Axis Fitness. That'll be happening after that. We have our national anthem performed by the Carolina Beach Elementary School C-Star Chorus. That's a mouthful, but I'm sure they'll do better at enunciating than I will. We're grateful to have the kids from Carolina Beach Elementary School joining us. It's a meaningful way to start the day, patriotic, and a ton of fun. We also have our traditional Irish prayer and some other festivities, as well as messages from benefactors from the Low Tide Run Fund. And all the good work that they do. The race start. So if you want to know more about the race and the schedule and the starts, you can see that here as well. The 5K is the second event of the day. The 10K is the first event of the day. So at 8 o'clock, our 10K goes off. Our 5K will go off 15 minutes after that. The courses are mainly the same. I'm going to get into that in just a second. There is a spur for the 10K. We'll talk about it. And then our award ceremony happens at 9:30 a.m. right there at the new starting and finish area at the foot of Cape Fear Boulevard in downtown Carolina Beach. So I'm going to switch gears here to the course. This also can be found if you go to event information and click course. You'll see our interactive courses. On this page, there are our course maps. We're going to get to that. But it also has a participant description showing you what you can expect on the course, coupled with a technical turn-by-turn nerd alert situation. If you want to know where every single turn is, there it is. Everything, west, east, left, rights, all that stuff for both the 5K and the 10K. If you get lost on this course, you would have missed so many of these signs. I'll be very disappointed in you or challenge you as to how much Irish whiskey that you've had to drink that morning. All right, taking a look at the course. I'll get me out of the way here so I'm not taking up any of the screen. This is found on our page, our homepage. This is the Low Tide Run. The course may look crazy and technical, but just know here on the left, you can turn on or off anything, including the directional arrows or volunteers. I'm going to leave them on for now, but if you just want to see the 5K course, you can turn off the 10K and vice versa. So you can just see the course that you want to see. The blue is the 10K course, and that's the first race. So I'll start with that. Notice where the police are located. This intersection at the intersection of Lake Park Boulevard and Cape Fear Boulevard is going to be a very busy intersection. We do have police officers at all the key intersections and course monitors helping guide runners throughout the morning. Plenty of volunteers cheering you on and helping you through. However, technically speaking, I'll put me back up for this. Technically speaking, this is an open course. We do not exclusively close the road to runnings, and many of these surface streets are through neighborhoods, and people may not know that the Low Tide Run's going on. I'm not sure what rainbow they've been hiding under, but they may not know that the race is happening. And so there could be some surface street traffic. They'll see out there. We have course monitors, but ultimately the participant's safety is the participant's responsibility. So we discourage the use of any headphones or anything that may inhibit you from being able to hear direction from the course monitors or from public safety. So just be advised on that. Let's have no dog policy, but we just want you to be focused on the directions and what's going on around you. That being said, we do have a ton of people out there and a lot of volunteers that'll be able to cheer you on as you move through the course. I'll just take you through this in a high level. I'm not going to get too into the details. It's very similar to the races that we've had in the past. You will be leaving from Cape Fear Boulevard. This is the gazebo stage. It unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, depending on your take, is going under renovation at the moment. And so they are working on this, but we will have a temporary stage here at Canal Drive and Cape Fear Boulevard. Participants will be lining up here along Cape Fear Boulevard. The Canal Drive corridor will have porta-johns basically on the back side of this public works building here. You'll see porta-johns lined up also down toward this parking lot. When participants get there, a lot of people, where do we park? UPP Global parking lots are pay parking lots and they are open. There's several of them to choose from in the immediate vicinity. This area will be closed, but you can access this bottom surface lot here through Charlotte Ave. You can access the big lot, the Palms lot, and these other lots here. And then any street that has legal street side parking, including many of the neighborhood streets, you're welcome to park in those spots. I believe that most of these are Carolina Beach pay for spots. There are some other corporations, I'm not going to say them all, but there's lots of businesses that are going to be having allowing people to park. So if you head up to this neighborhood, you may find some good off-street parking and partying going on, folks watching runners go through. But any lawful parking spot, I would advise you not to park on or inside the race course. But if you are on Charlotte, Hamlet, Fayetteville, Atlanta, any of the surface parking lots, they are all open and available. Many of them do have a fee, yes, but many of them don't. So just use your best timing to get down there on time. There will be about 3,000 participants and another 1,000 or so folks just watching and having fun. That's it on parking. It's pretty self-explanatory. But once you get out onto the course, you're going to be running up Cape Fear Boulevard. All participants in both races, I'll turn off the 5K so you can see or the 10K so you can see the green arrow is our 5K. The blue is the 10K. So we're on both courses here up this direction. We'll be heading down South 8th Street all the way past Mike Chapel Park, Sumter Avenue to the Greenway. This intersection right here at the Greenway Trail and Greenville Avenue is a major intersection. The 5K turns off and goes down toward the ocean east, and the 10K does its out and back. So our 10Kers are going to be running along out and back, basically to the edge of the town here. You'll come off of the Island Greenway, turn around at Spot Lane, and then head back for our 10Kers, rejoining the course step for step until the next divergence here, again at the Island Greenway. Again, both courses are going to head east. We do a distance grab here on 6th and Augusta to get the distance right. Greenville Ave toward the east. Then we head up Greenville Ave toward Lake Park. This is our second water station. I didn't mention the first, but the first one is located there at that interchange. So you'll have an opportunity to get water there or here. And the 5K course, that's roughly mile 1.5 and 2 and change. On the 10K course, you'll be able to get water at this location, which is roughly mile 1.5, mile 3.5, and then you'll have water at mile 4 and change. So 3 water stops available for the 10K. Those race courses go around Carolina Beach Elementary School. They come up 4th Street. They enter Lake Park on Clarendon's extension. They run just a little bit around the lake, and then retracing our roots. If you've been running this event for a while, you know that we've been there on and off throughout the years. And then they continue up. Both courses continue to Charlotte Ave. This is another divergent point. This is where the 10K will take a left and go up Charlotte Ave for the distance grab, and the 5K will continue straight, taking a right, returning to the finish. The 10K goes all the way up Charlotte, takes a right, and then heads back down Cape Fear Boulevard to the finish. You can see all the mile marks on the website, clearly marked, all of the volunteer locations clearly marked, all of our police locations clearly marked, and the arrows showing you kind of how to go around. Have fun with this. It's a pretty neat way to be interactive and see what the course looks like and kind of get an idea of where everything is. If it was me and I was coming to park, I know a lot of people have, that's their main concern. It's no big deal. Just get there plenty early. Again, for an 8 o'clock 10K start, I would not want to be in my car at 7:15. I'd want to be out of my car and headed toward the start by 7:15, 7:30. Same is true for the 5K. With that 8:15 start, I want to be out of the car at 7:30, 7:45 headed. That's a big part of the fun, is all the people partying and seeing all the costumes. We'll get to that in just a second at the beginning of the race. It's a really good time there on Cape Fear Boulevard. If I am looking for parking, I probably, since I don't mind a short walk or hike, there are hundreds of surface parking spots in these Canal Drive parking lots. Just be sure that it is a marked lawful parking spot so that you don't get a nasty reminder from the town or one of the private parking companies. Just the way the beaches work. We all live in paradise, and there is a small price to pay, I suppose, for that. Okay, after the race, we have all sorts of fun stuff. So I'm going to shift back over here to our website and show you some of the awards that we have. So we do have our 5K and 10K awards are for our top 3 men and women, and then our top 3 men and women masters. It has become a pretty competitive race over the years. This started as kind of a fun St. Patrick's thing, but over the years, people have really gotten involved and interested in how fast that they can run this, because they know they're going to get a good flat course and an accurately measured course. So we do our top 3 men and women in both the 5K and the 10K. We do our top 3 men and women masters. Those are athletes 40 and over that aren't in the top 3 overall. Sometimes you get a fast old guy that sneaks into the top 3 overall. And then we do our top 3 males and females in each one of the age groups. We do 10-year age group spreads, mainly because it's a fun charity event. People have asked over the years, why don't you do 5K or 5-year spreads? Maybe in the future, but right now we do 10 years. We have some really cool awards. I'll leave that a surprise, but a new type of award that we'll see with this year's Low Tide Run. Individual awards include the Spirit Award, Fundraising Award. We do Largest Team, Team Spirit Award, Haydu Team Award, and Team Fundraising Award. So come dressed up, enjoy. It is not often that you get to show your Irish spirit, even if you don't have any Irish blood. It is truly a fun experience there at Carolina Beach. So final reminders, arrive early. That's pretty important. Can't iterate enough how easy it is on race morning, especially if you didn't go to packet pickup. I would go to packet pickup. It just takes a lot of stress off of you. We had 2 available. One's happening right now as I record this video. The other one is on Friday night at Good Hops. A lot of people attend that one because you can stay, and enjoy a little bit Friday night before you get into Saturday morning. Wear your bib on the front of your body. It needs to be somewhere between your neck and your navel where it can be visibly seen at the start and the finish of the race. It helps us a ton with timing to be able to see that, but it's also important for emergencies. I should mention our emergency protocol is for a participant or a course monitor to dial 911. Novant Health is on scene at the start and finish line. They're staged, ready to be of service, but it's the main thing we want to do is get help on the way, whether it's them or another EMS responder. If you see somebody, you're just not sure if they're having a good experience, if you think that there is a medical situation underway, don't wait to figure it out. Just call 911. Get them started, then figure it out, then alert course monitors, then alert public safety. But the best thing that we can do to help save lives in an event of an emergency is to call 911 first, bib on the front, follow those volunteers. They're basically how this race is able to raise so much money for this fantastic cause. They're out there watching you run, supporting the race because they don't want to run for whatever reason, but they're as much a part of this as we are. So just be sure you tip your hat to them. And I guess most importantly, just have fun. This is one of the most unique ways that we can be of service to our community. You're doing it. Like, you're a part of a movement that is truly making a difference in the lives of those people who are our neighbors, our friends, our teachers. I've seen this over the years firsthand. I have friends that have benefited from this. And I just can't tell you how thankful that we all are as a community that you're going to be a part of this. We cannot wait to see you in Carolina Beach Saturday morning. Remember, 8 o'clock 10K, 8:15 5K. I am so excited to have you guys there. Many blessings to you all. Cannot wait to see you on Saturday morning. Thanks.